you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? You mean to tell me y'all got folks around here feeling guilty about being successful? Do tell. Make that make sense to me. So you mean to tell me, in order to fit in where you first began, you gotta dim your light regardless of how hard you work to be successful? What you talking about, Willis? If you are here with me in the chat today, or even catching the replay later, I want to say welcome to our little peaceful corner of the internet. I'm so blessed, and this is my channel. Today, we're going to talk about something I know a lot of people have experienced. It's that little tension that you feel when you get around certain people. And mind you, people that you already know, or I should say knew, because the people you grew up with, the people that maybe you even started your career with, them family members you've known all your life, yeah, honey, yeah. Them folks, people you supposed to know, people you think supposed to have your back, those people who grew up with you, whether it was family or some other type of relationship, it was high school, it was college, it was the start of your new career. Those people that should have your back supporting you all the way, regardless of how long it's been since they last saw you, they knew you from the start. Those are the people you expect to be cheering you on. Am I right? But for some reason, when you get around them people, you feel something ain't quite right. You're trying to figure out, they going behind your back talking about how you acting funny, but you thinking in your mind, they the one acting funny. You still the same. You still that same down-to-earth person. But for some reason, when you get around them, you feel some kind of tension, but you don't know exactly what it is or why it's happening and why is it coming from this particular person. Yeah, some of them people, they the one acting funny. Yeah, I don't know if it's jealousy. It could be their way of guilt tripping you that you should be acting different. They got you in all kind of family mess and you don't even know, why is this particular family, I ain't seen this particular family member 20, 30 years. Why they acting funny? Let's go on unpack some of this. Let's unpack it together, okay? Yeah, come on, unbox this mess with me. Maybe you can help me figure it out better. If you really think about it, you know exactly what it is. You done start leveling up, level up, level up. You done started leveling up, girl. Yeah, maybe it could be a new career. It could be a new promotion. Your light starting to shine so bright that other people are noticing. They can't figure out how you doing what you're doing. Or they don't know what you're doing. And they trying to figure out what makes this person more special. But more importantly, what makes this person more special than me? They're not seeing what's going on behind the scenes. They're not seeing you studying. They're not seeing you building your skills. They're not seeing you put more tools in your toolbox. They're not seeing you working towards getting a better job. They're not seeing any of that take place. They're not seeing you make better choices. They're not seeing you taking better care of your body and your mind. They're not seeing you protecting your peace. They're not seeing any of that. All they're seeing is the results of what you're doing. So they can't figure out what's going on with her that makes her more special than me. What's making her light or his light shine brighter than mine. And most of the time, you don't even know that they noticing that your light is shining brighter, right? You just interacting with that person like the last time, however long that was, like the last time you interacted with them. And all you can see is attitude and feel the tension coming from that person. But let me ask you this. Since when do you owe people an explanation for your blessings? These are my blessings. Why I gotta explain them? That's between me and you know who. I tell you what that feels like. It almost feels like they want you to feel bad for not struggling. Imagine that. You want me to struggle like when you last saw me struggling. But you love me, you're concerned about me, you got my best interests in mind, but you want to see me broken. You like me better when I was broken. So you go from barely trying to survive to thriving in life, and you did it the right way, and you took all the steps and you followed the process, and they want to see you when you were broken instead of this successful person that you are becoming or you have became. That's the ideal person you want me to be. For what reason? Help me. So here I am, this saved and whole person. My mind is clear. My focus is strategic. And I'm on an upward path. And I'm progressing towards what I define as success for myself. And you want me to, what they say, come down off your high horse. Baby, you need to talk to what put me on my high horse and not try to make me feel bad because I got on a high horse to make myself better. But I want to know what that got to do with you. Why does that make you feel some type of way? That's so wild to me. That's so crazy to me. Oh, you can hear all kind of comments, sometimes behind your back, sometimes right in your face, depending on who they are, right? It's like, oh, you think you fancy now. What? Then they'll say, don't forget where you came from. Honey, I ain't forgot where I came from. No, we ain't forgot where we came from. Love just don't live there anymore. Oh, and let's not forget that subtle sabotage. You know, that's work, that's family, that's anywhere you encounter somebody with jealousy or envy. That sabotage is coming your way. You just better be prepared for it. Whether it's folks that's just stirring up drama, twisting your words. Some folks will just try to get you to talk to them just so they can take a little piece of what you see and turn it into something else you ain't even thought about. You know, people coming up to you, having conversations with you about things, and you have no idea what they're talking about. That's because somebody somewhere done stirred up something, done threw your name on something. And this is the part that get me. Sometimes people are so wicked that they will take your name and attach it to something that they really wanted to say to somebody. Oh, yeah, that's happened to me before. You know, they want to cuss somebody out. So they say, oh, you know, so blessed, da 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 da. Well, da 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 ain't come out of my mouth. Those are your thoughts. Those are your words. Put your name on it, not mine. But you know what that envy, that jealousy is really about? When they look at you, they really start comparing themselves to you. And it forces them, not you forcing them forcing themselves to look in the mirror and reflect. They don't like that reflection they see staring them right in the face themselves. They don't like what they see, but somehow that's your fault. Let me tell you, sometimes you be on people's mind. You have no reason to be on their mind, but you on their mind at the strangest times. And I remember one day I was driving to work in traffic, headed into the city to do my thing for my 9 to 5, right? I get a phone call. I kid you not. It is like 6 in the morning from a family member that says to me that they was thinking about one of their children, and they said, my son is just as smart as you. I wonder why they weren't successful. I didn't know quite how to. Well, at first I was confused. I was like, first of all, it's 6 a.m. Why are you comparing me with your adult child at 6 a.m? And why do I need to know about it, first of all? And what kind of answers do you really expect from me? And second of all, are you trying to insult me by comparing my intelligence with your child's intelligence, something you really are not qualified to do? In my opinion. Third of all, who gives a rat's? Something you need to be taken up with your child and not with me. This is why I told y'all the other day, do not answer phone calls or messages, even text messages that you know gonna make you in the morning. Don't do it. Don't let anybody take your peace early in the morning. And when I saw that call come, I knew this is about to be some foolishness. But I took the call anyway, just in case there was an emergency. Well, now when I have that feeling that this is something that's going to make my eyes twitch early in the morning, I let it go to voicemail, and then I'll listen to the voicemail. Okay, just in case it's an emergency. So let me just say this, and I say this with love. Don't let somebody else's insecurities be an invoice that you need to pay. That's not your bill. So let me stop and ask you in the chat, you listening to the replay, have you ever felt bad or guilty for being successful or having achieved something? Have you felt bad? I mean, be honest. Okay, second question. Let's just put it a different way. Have you ever had somebody try to tear you down just because you was trying to live better? How about that? Okay, so again, we choosing peace. We're not choosing people pleasing. We're not people pleasing over our peace. We're not doing that. So let's just be clear. We're not shrinking to be loved by others. Love don't cost you your peace. Not mine, at least, okay? You don't have to stay small just so you can make other people feel comfortable. At some point, you need to stop apologizing for wanting to have a better life, for elevation, for having your peaceful mornings and your peaceful nights. You don't owe nobody an apology for wanting to have that. I consider those things to be my rewards for the seeds that I have sown. You took the time to water your own soul. Now it's blooming. Now it's beautiful. And somebody else got a problem with that. Somebody else got a problem. No, we not going out here trying to combat the stories that people tell about us and, you know, how they guessing on how you became successful. It can't be through your hard work. No, it can't be through that. It's got to be something else, right? But let them tell their stories. Let them spin their story. Let them spin the block, baby. You know, your proof is in your peace. Don't you dare let people set you back with their guilt. Don't you dare let people set you back with what they didn't do with their life. And we're going to end today by saying those people weren't there for your midnight hour. They don't deserve to be there for your sunrise. Now you go out and have the day that you deserve. And I'm going to see you in the next one. God bless.